going to explain what I thought on the late game blunder by J.R. Smith. Here's the thing. I'm probably going to title this video like Don't Blame JR or like JR only gets 33% of the blame. LeBron James was amazing last night, all right? LeBron is going to LeBron. The Warriors are missing shots. When the Warriors are missing shots, your team has a chance. If they were making shots, trust me, this game wouldn't have mattered anyway. LeBron's 51 wouldn't have mattered anyway. They were missing shots, so you have an opportunity to win the game. LeBron put his team in prime position to win the game. Here, let's just start off with the pass to George Hill, okay? This is George Hill was wide open on the basket. Draymond was just basically standing in by himself, basically. He wasn't guarding anyone because they were looking to guard LeBron. LeBron palms the ball one hand. I see George Hill wide open in the paint, so I remember thinking, is LeBron gonna pass it or is he gonna take this himself, right? Because time's winding down. LeBron has to decide. He has to decide, I'm the best player in the world. I can do this myself. No one would get mad. It would be a strong take to the hoop. But at the same time, he was double teamed. He trusted his teammate. Whipped in a pass to George Hill, who was wide open by himself. Klay Thompson fouls him, which is, I don't know if that's a good foul. I don't think it is, because you give the player 2 shots and perhaps one to go ahead. So I guess it was a good foul, but I was thinking more of you just let him catch the ball, surround him, and see if you can make the shot tougher. I guess fouling him is kind of like a bailout. So at the end of the day, it's kind of a bad foul. Either way, he fouls George Hill. George Hill goes to the line. Cavs are down 106-107, correct? 106-107, George Hill goes to the line. Stop right there. Let's go back to the play before that. What did LeBron do? Did LeBron have I'm trying to remember here. I don't have LeBron's photographic memory. I think LeBron had a dunk, was it? Or somebody had a layup. Somebody had a layup. It was either a dunk or a layup. And the Cavs were up 2. Next possession for the Warriors, Steph Curry drives, beats J.R. Smith off the dribble. Just really lack of concentration from J.R. Smith. Goes up to the hoop, gets the and one because Kevin Love fouls him, and goes and makes the free throw to go ahead. Who do I blame this mostly on? I blame this on Kevin. I blame like 33% of this on Kevin Love. Okay, 33% of this. Well, let me say 20% on Kevin Love. Okay, 20% on JR right now. I'll explain the other percentages later. But what the hell? We talk about JR not being locked in. Sure, we'll get to that. But Kevin Love, you are up 2 points, and you decide to foul. Just slap down on Steph Curry. Everyone knows in the NBA, if you just slap down, you don't even have to touch a dude. If you just slap down, they always call that a foul for some reason. But you slap down on Steph Curry, you obviously hit him, and he finishes the layup to get the and one. Why are you fouling in that situation where he can still get the shot up? Like, if you're going to wrap him up, Make sure he does not get the ball up. If you want him to earn it from the line, go ahead. Make Steph Curry earn it from the line. Dude shoots like, what, 94% this whole playoff? So most likely he's going to make both. But again, if you want to make him work for those 2 points, wrap him up. Slapping down and allowing him to still get the shot up does not help anyone. So you either foul hard or you don't foul at all. Because what would have happened is Steph Curry would have made the layup. It would have been, I think, what was it? 106, 23.5 seconds left for your team to win it. And you can milk the clock. You can run a play for LeBron. I like the play they ran. It was out of a timeout. It was from the sideline, and they ran a little switch, a little flare switch. JR moved out the way, and LeBron drove to the hoop and did that crazy, no, not going for the dunk layup package. That shit was so insane. But again, you could have maybe ran a play similar to that with 23 seconds left and go for the win in Golden State. That would have been the perfect ideal situation. But guess what? Kevin Love, you fuck it up because you gave Steph Curry an and one. So now you're down 1. Now you have to win the game. Now you have to find some way to make a bucket instead of being like, okay, worst case scenario, we go to overtime. Instead of being, worst case scenario, we lose this game. We're still down 1 point, right? All right, so that's what I have to say about Kevin Love. Kevin Love screwed over the Cavs, LeBron put the Cavs in a position to win. Kevin Love took that away with this stupid foul and the Steph Curry and one. So fast forward to the George Hill free throw. George Hill makes one. A lot of people have gotten on George Hill for missing the second free throw. We get it. I believe the pressure got to George Hill. I think we can all agree on that. Pressure got to George Hill, so he misses the second free throw. J.R. Smith. This is where what I blame J.R. Smith for. Not understanding the situation of the game. It should be for the player to at least know the score and the time of the game. And also, if the coaches, assistant coaches want to reiterate to the team captain, who would be LeBron James, how many timeouts they have, how many fouls to give they have, so the captain can relay the info to the teammates, that would help as well, Cavaliers coaching staff. But of course, JR doesn't know the time, doesn't know the score, gets the rebound. Fortunately, gets the rebound. And a lot of y'all were saying shoot the layup. Kevin Durant was still there, so I don't think that would have been the best shot anyway, especially since KD is a shot blocker. He's, turned shot blocker this season. I don't think that would have been a good shot. So here's the thing. If JR is locked in, if JR knows he has a timeout, if JR knows they're down 1 point, the smart thing to do would be grab the ball, look if I have a shot. No, KD's still there. Timeout, timeout, timeout. That would have given them, 4.2, maybe 4 seconds on the clock to win the game. 4 seconds, 4 dribbles, I'll take it. I'll take that instead of a 5-minute overtime play out with Golden State at home. You understand what I'm saying? So JR gets the blame basically for not being locked in. Not being locked in, not knowing the score. He even told LeBron he thought he was up and then made some excuse in the interview. We all know he thought they were up. But that's really bad. LeBron, I don't know if LeBron truly knew that his team had a timeout. Ty Lue and the coaching staff, this is where I put most of my blame. You could have called timeout, okay? And a lot of people are saying, oh, it was too late. No. JR got the board and began running out to the three-point line. At that point, as a coach, you should be saying, what the hell are you doing? Timeout, timeout, timeout. Doc Rivers that shit. Run to the referee, get in his face and say time out in order to get the call. Because what the refs can do is they can review when you initially called a timeout. That's why you want to symbolize it. You can't really just shout it out. But say you want to symbolize timeout, timeout, timeout. As soon as you see your player doing some dumb shit, it doesn't have to be like, JR, where are you going? Now shoot the ball, now shoot the ball. No, call timeout because they still had time from J.R. Smith's hold to the pass to George Hill, even if it was 1.2 seconds left. Again, that's a lot better to win the game than going 5 minutes with the Golden State Warriors, okay? The score is tied. I'll take 1 to 4 seconds to win a game than going into overtime with the Golden State Warriors at home. So why didn't Ty Lue call timeout? I believe it's only the player with the ball who can call timeout and the coach who can call timeout. I'm not sure if that's true, if that's like a high school rule. But LeBron motioned it, but he motioned it way too late. He said LeBron first called for the ball, then he said shoot it or pass it or something like that. Then he did a little signal to the ref to call timeout, but it was kind of like half-hearted anyway because LeBron was just doing like 4 different motions and stuff. So JR elected to pass and then time ran out. But I think somewhat that's either on the coaching. I'm not sure if LeBron really knew that he had a timeout, so that's why he kind of did it half-heartedly. I'm not sure. But as a coach, you have to call the damn timeout. The coaching staff of the Cavs gets 60% of the blame. You understand me? Put Brad Stevens in that situation. Put the Celtics in that situation. If for any reason the Celtics forget the situation of the game they're in, and Jaylen Brown is dribbling out to the three-point line or something like that, I can guarantee you Brad Stevens is calling timeout. If the refs don't see him, Brad Stevens going to make his way down the sideline to call timeout for the ref. Even if he has to shout it in the ref's ear, he's going to call timeout. I know for a fact Greg Popovich, Brad Stevens would not allow that shit to happen, especially knowing they have 1 timeout and a chance to win the game at Golden State, because the worst case scenario would be overtime. So that's just my breakdown of that whole late game fiasco. I know JR is going to be crucified for it, but a lot of that shit is just I don't get it how you're a coach and you see your player dribbling out and you're telling him to shoot. Call the damn timeout. It's like worst case scenario, you go to overtime. Why don't you give yourself a few seconds to try and win a game? That's my biggest takeaway from it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about like the whole late game fiasco in the comments. What you think should have happened. But until then, I'll see you guys. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy KJ3. See you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.